I was having a future conversation with somebody else that was in my imaging, my third eye camera, the eye of horse. What was that old scripture that talked about something about the eye of a camel, camel's eye, the eye of horse, right? Third eye. And so it's for me, it's self-evident. Okay, I don't experience what you are, I experience what I am, which is what love is. It goes on forever. So I'm a monad, as they say. I'm simply pure love energy. I love love energy. I love love energy. That's all I've ever known myself to be. I've never known myself to be anything other than what love is. So I don't know how to present myself to anybody in the rest of the universe other than that. I am what love is. I would say that when I was a child. I would say that in all the ways that that form of energy is going to express itself on fire. So you know that that is a high-speed accelerator. So when that accelerator comes together with other accelerators that are on fire, what do you think happens? The universe catches on fire. So you better have a way to slow us down. Right? So that's where the water comes in, huh? Where did I learn how to do that? Being a wildland forest firefighter. They inverted the spirit. Now we're going to use the spirit of fire against you. Burning down mirrors. That's a no-no. I love those trees. I give love to those trees. They're my relatives. Every one of us is a relative. We all came out of the same stuff. Okay? I never could figure it out. What do you mean you can't get along? It can't be because you don't have enough energy. That's a lie. I mean, direct current. You'd burn up. You couldn't handle that much energy. So an energy war, that's what it is. An energy war is come about as a result of what? Loss of control. No, control is the dilemma. It's a state of mind that wants to control what it doesn't love, which is its own mirror. That's the most painful thing I can experience, that I know to experience through somebody else that is experiencing that. And experiencing something else that is an inverter rather than being a converter, to experience something that love creates, and thus experience that experience with the energy that you are is counter space, because it's counterintuitive for an empath, an intuitive empath, right? Because you have so much love in your heart that you're running on. So how do you translate an environment that every word that you observe all around you is ass backwards? You got to reverse engineer it the other way, right? What you know to be real. So what you know to be real is to be on fire. That's your soul. A blast furnace. So when a lot of blast furnaces come together in the spirit of fire, which is firelight, it's a circle of light, with all our hearts coming together to heal each other, which means everything that's on this planet that has ever suffered any trauma that's fractured it into the mental field, now it's not experiencing any powerful emotional waves through a goddess. To feel that in your heart and soul, and your spirit, and bring the spirit of fire on. So I left a message to Dr. Saraki. I've been leaving her messages over, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe, right? And she knows. She mentioned the chosen ones. Heaven names you up. You graduate, you get named up. You're good. You're good to hang out with. You're the nature of our spirit is what it is, which is the nature of the spirit that is in that light, that took that pathway to learn through spirit, which is in that light, which is what love is. Love is wisdom, the ultimate wisdom, which is the most universal truth there is. Because that energy loves you, and when you experience being loved, you know what created you. Right? Created the first universe. So it started with what love is. That's who we are. It started with us. It started with an eternal flame, which means you cannot put that fire out, or your light goes out. That ain't ever going to happen, because we got the most energy to bring to bear to make sure that fire is always burning and living spirit in water worlds. Got to keep that engine cool down, and we burn the house down, because we love big fires when they do no harm. So when all the fires are lit, remember all the ships that blink their lights, just like Patty Broussard said. Blink all your lights back. Bring the fire out at night. Bring the fire out at night. Bring the fire out at night. Let's see how many fires get going between all the tribes, all the indigenous people here, everybody that's alive and living in spirit with a soul. Everybody. Bring everybody out. Just like in Star Wars, you see all the other characters in Star Wars? Get everyone out to celebrate. This planet's been freed. We're pushing living light through the Trinity Hub server. We were doing this incrementally. That's why over the summer on the Gallatin Gateway, right? You know, it was hot. Man, Jesus. It was painful, but you could set your timer to it. Oh shit, 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so, you know, I got to get some sleep, right? So yeah, I went to the emergency room and I got some narcotics. I didn't have anything else that was going to help. This was running too hot, right? I didn't have anything else with me because I don't carry much. I very rarely have anything more than just a backpack with a few things. Normally salt, spirulina, and Sheila gets Mama's goo. I ran out of that. I ran out of a lot of things. It'll come back, and it always does. You know, whatever we need to do the work that we do, when you are on a divine mission on behalf of the light, which is the law of one, which is what love is, then you know that you're protected with who we are, which is who you are, that is in that light, which is living spirit, which is living light. So we're pushing an enormous amount of living light through everything now. Okay? So I simply left a little message for my clan mother, Karen Ann McDonald. Hey, this is like a little suggestion. You know, they used to have the little suggestion box. How about a suggestion circle? Sit in a circle and say, hey, what do you have to say about this situation? Situational awareness. I think we need to get all the fires out. Bring the living spirit out, because I know they know how to do that in Africa with all the tribes in Africa. They go, yeah, get all the black tribes going. You bet. Get everybody that's tribal on the planet to start banging drums, playing music, singing songs, and lighting fires, bringing all spirit out. Nature, spirit and nature. Raise mama up, let her know. We're all here with her. We're all going to heal everything together. We know how to do that. I know we know how to do that.